Our expansive, lush green scarf has already exceeded a length of 3 meters, and at this particular moment, I'm going to demonstrate how to knit it with ease using this intricately textured pattern, and I will guide you on how to commence it. We begin with these fascinating items. What exactly are we knitting? I am going to elucidate now, and subsequently I will demonstrate how to accomplish it. We need to cast on precisely 9 stitches at this point, as we are knitting with size 8 needles, following the pattern with 9 stitches, and we are knitting. The number of rows is not exceedingly significant. I will inform you of how many I have, but the number of stitches is not exceedingly crucial. Subsequently, we continue to knit the sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, followed by 9 of these diminutive tails, as we refer to them. At this particular juncture, it becomes necessary to join one edge stitch from one tail with one edge stitch from the subsequent tail. We will connect them, and I shall demonstrate the method. We then proceed to connect in this manner, establish a connection here, another connection here, and yet another connection here. Each instance involves creating a connection between them. Afterward, we continue knitting our scarf. Utilizing size 8 needles, we cast on precisely 9 stitches. We proceed in the customary manner: 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Subsequently, we take and knit in this fashion. We slip the initial stitch, slip the second one as well, and then purl the subsequent stitch. Then we slip the purl, and slip the purl. We have successfully completed our initial purl row, after which we turn and knit all the stitches. Knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then in the same manner, we slip one, slip the second, the yarn functions, purl, slip, purl, slip, purl, slip, purl, and as you can observe, this is how we create our tails. Then knit, 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 all stitches are knit. I shall knit the green scarf in an identical manner, where there exists a multitude of stitches. It is entirely consistent with the small sample, and as you can observe, here is our scarf. Then it will inevitably curl up due to the combination of purl and knit stitches. In a similar manner, I shall proceed to knit the purl stitches. Knit, slip, and slip. I knit, slip, knit, and all the stitches are indeed knit stitches. This is precisely how we knit a few of these small tails, and subsequently I demonstrate how to join them, which is actually quite straightforward. We then proceed to knit the edge stitch of one tail together with the edge stitch of the other. Following that, we continue knitting our scarf. Here is the total number of stitches, and we knit everything in the same manner. On the incorrect side, we proceed to knit all of our purl stitches. We proceed by slipping the initial stitch, then slip, knit, and slip with the yarn positioned forward. On the right side row, we knit all of the stitches. This is precisely how our scarf is constructed. However, I will demonstrate to you later the method to join these tails of ours. Subsequently, at the conclusion, there will be an explanation on how to return to them. Once we have knitted 2 of our scarf tails, we join them together in this manner. On the right side row, we knit all of the stitches. We have a total of 9 stitches. As always, we slip the first one, then knit 8 stitches, and the 9th, which is the edge stitch, we knit together with the subsequent edge stitch. After knitting them, we proceed to knit all of the stitches again. This is the method by which we join the pieces of our scarf. This is the appearance of the connection. Now I am demonstrating to you on the scarf. This is the outcome of how it turns out. And so you insert 9 stitches, but you can do fewer or more. It is not particularly significant. However, after knitting in this manner, you have successfully joined the 2 edge stitches and then proceed to knit in the same fashion. Turn back and knit everything in accordance with the established pattern. Slip the initial stitch, slip the subsequent one, purl, slip, purl, and everything will align with the pattern. Slip the purl stitch, slip the purl stitch, slip the purl stitch, and slip the purl stitch once more. Additionally, we also need to slip the second to last stitch and then proceed to knit the final stitch as a purl. That's essentially all there is to it. And thus we persist in knitting our scarf until it reaches the desired length we require. Additionally, I shall demonstrate how to complete it and create such beautiful tassels. At this moment, I am going to demonstrate the technique for knitting this specific pattern. I perform it in such a way that in the front-facing rows, I knit each and every stitch in the front. In this way, I knit with ease without applying excessive tension on the yarn, using just a single yarn. Take note, this is the method I utilize to knit all the stitches in the front-facing rows. I persist in knitting all the stitches in the front until we reach the end of our scarf, simply and effortlessly, ensuring it stays loose. I knit to the very end, then transition to the wrong side, and from the wrong side I establish the pattern. I consistently slip the initial stitch, then knit the subsequent one, slip the following, knit, and that concludes it. This is the manner in which the pattern is established. Slip the stitch, then proceed to knit, slip once more, and knit again. This is the technique by which I persist in knitting until I arrive at the end of the row. Every single row, one stitch at a time. Slip the stitch, then knit. This is the method by which the pattern is established. You can observe how it looks from the wrong side and how it looks from the right side. Therefore, we have knitted these sections and connected them as I demonstrated to you. Next, we knit to the length you need. It is already 3 meters long. However, it does not matter. I will not even bother to count the number of rows because there are just so many. You can measure it in whichever way you prefer. Thus, I have utilized 6 skeins of yarn. Now, I shall demonstrate the method by which I will complete this scarf, how I will proceed with the knitting process. These are what we commonly refer to as our tails. We specifically designate them as tails. We shall complete our scarf utilizing the identical tassels with which we initially commenced. I have knitted in this manner and subsequently combined them as I explained to you at the outset. Now I shall proceed to knit them. How shall we accomplish this task? Recall that I previously mentioned to you that during the joining process, I knitted these 2 stitches together and merged them into a singular stitch. Consequently, I transformed 2 stitches into one, and now our task is to convert 1 stitch back into 2 and proceed with knitting these 9 tails individually. How are we going to achieve this? Allow me to elucidate. Observe, I knitted 9 stitches. These tails specifically, I knitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then doubled the 9th stitch. Similarly, I set aside 9 here and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now on the 9th, you can see below the stitch, I knit 1 front and then the second one, thereby expanding this stitch. Notice I executed it in this manner, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 there. This constitutes my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and on the ninth, I replicate the same process. I incorporate from beneath, in this manner and in this manner. Now I proceed with the counting process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue this process until you reach the conclusion of the row, and we shall reconvene at the conclusion of the row. We rotate the knitting piece and begin crafting our pattern across 9 stitches. We slip the first stitch, slip the next one, and then continue to knit. Slip 6, slip 7, slip 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I think I might have missed something. Possibly knitted 2 extra stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is what you see. This is how it looks. It should look like this. We continue knitting only these 9 stitches. Set it aside in this fashion. You can take it now. It pulls a little. I'll knit a bit more this way, and then you can take it. Then slip the initial stitch and knit all stitches in stockinette stitch. We persist in knitting as we usually did our scarf. Keep knitting to the length of the tails we made at the beginning. Slip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've knitted here, turned everything over. Remove all the knit stitches subsequently as it starts to lengthen and resemble a cylindrical shape. Simply slide the needle through and knit every single stitch. If anyone finds it inconvenient, then others may take over. Subsequently, you proceed to knit 999 stitches, but I shall complete it and return to you shortly. I am currently finalizing my tassels on the scarf, and now I shall demonstrate the method I use to close them. At this point, I am knitting the final 2 rows using the front stitch technique. We knit each and every stitch on the right-hand side. Our intricate pattern emerges beautifully on the reverse side. Knit one more time, slip a solitary stitch, and then proceed to knit an additional one. This is the way in which it gradually takes form, and there should be a complete total of 30 check marks. At this juncture, we shall move forward to close our loops. I am presently knitting the final row of the pattern, thereby bringing the design to completion. I have successfully knitted it, and now, as you can see right here, we will proceed to close it from the opposite side. This is so that afterward, this tail here, essentially, can be trimmed off at this particular location, because we will be closing each loop individually and it will no longer be necessary. And at this moment, I am currently rearranging our stitches in this manner. What is the underlying reason for performing this specific action? It is so that our tail can seamlessly integrate into the concluding loop. At this juncture, I simply unfold the loops and thread each individual one through another. It is not of significant importance. You are not obligated to unfold the loops. Just pull it in this manner, as this is the technique you need to utilize. We take it, rethread it, and pass one through the other. Once more, one through the other, one through the other, in this manner. And for the final loop, we have the option to unfold this last one, tuck it in here, pull it tightly, and then you will observe how it turns out. Subsequently, we conceal this small tail, and it will appear like this. I have already tucked it in, like this, naturally. It is already completed. I have the last 9 loops remaining. I tie the yarn once more and commence knitting from the reverse row. I ultimately conclude with an overall total of 30 check marks, which signifies 60 complete rows in entirety. Afterward, I finish off, and the scarf is fully prepared. It is now ready to be washed, and I shall demonstrate to you the ultimate result.